right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fatorio Space Age, a beginner's guide. All right, so we left off last time. We had just researched blue science. We're going to get started on that. But before I forget, let's go over how to make a blueprint, because I know I told you guys that we were going to do that in the last episode. And me, with the attention span of a mouse, I completely forgot that I talked about, showing you guys how to do that. And I've been saying it for a while. So let's do that now. I don't have a blueprint for this. Do we need necessarily a blueprint for this? Probably not. But if you're going to build out modularly, the way that I did with this base, and you just want to lay down blueprints and get everything all arranged the way you want, this may be something that you want to add in there for your blueprints. Same goes for this, and whatever else it is that you want to make blueprints for. I'm just going to show you how to do it for this. I'm not necessarily going to keep it, but once blueprint's made, it never goes away. So this is what we would do. So I would come over here to where it says blueprint on our toolbar over here, or you can do Alt-B, and you just click that and you highlight everything that you want in your blueprint. And so I don't think we could probably just go like this, and then it's going to show everything that we have here. Just make sure you rename it. We'll do this as our modules, because that's what these are producing. And then it tells you all the components that you need. If you want to remove something from your blueprints, you can just right click, and that will remove those. And then you can remove whatever you want. You can also upgrade or downgrade these things. So like, let's say we want to make these with like regular machines instead of our tier 2 assembly machines. You could come to your upgrades, and if I created all of these, but if you wanted to, you could update it like this, and then it's going to change all of this, because that's what was in my planner. I don't think that I have one for the machines, but let's go ahead and bring that back to that, and then I want to take that back to that. Alright, so oh man, see, now for whatever reason it didn't save it. Let's choose modules, and then that's saved in there. And we are going to create blueprint, and then I like to take it and move it, and you can put it into a blueprint book, or you can just stick it there. And if it's in here in your blueprint library, it is there, and you can use it for all of your other new games that you start. So anything that's in your blueprints stuff, you can create. To create a book, which if you right click on a book, it opens it up, and then you have more. These slots will expand once we get down. Once you fill all of these, it's just going to put a couple more slots down here. I don't know if it's infinite or not. I haven't never had it tell me that you couldn't add more to it. But to create a blueprint book, you would go to, let's see here, I have not created a blueprint book in a long time, but it's the same thing. You would just kind of click here, add that, and then you can right click to open, and then you can change the name and add whatever you want in here. I don't need that, so I'll just leave it there, because who knows, maybe I'll add it at some point. But anyways, that is how you create a blueprint. And yeah, all right, let's move on. So let's see here. We are done creating our chemical science. Let's open this bad boy back up. Blue science is first. Let's make sure we don't have anything else that we want to research. Oh yeah, look at this. Yep, we can definitely do capacitor inserter capacity bonus, which is great because you can move stuff faster. And that is, oh yeah, we can do mining productivity. We could do that. That's always a good one. It's going to make our miners run faster. Let's see here. What else? That is everything for now. Yeah, so at some point we're going to have to research the military science stuff. I don't feel like doing it right now. But let's get started on making some of our blue science. Let's get that stuff rolling. All right, so for here, I am going to grab my setup for science, and I'm literally just gonna copy and paste from here. Let's see here, because I like using this setup here. Creates a bunch of extra for us. Boom. And then we can put this wherever we need. Let's go ahead and what would be the best place for us to do a blue science setup? Well, we could go here. We could go here. Let's see. I think we'll probably put the railway station here for this stuff. Let's just go here, and we'll just put this bad boy. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to put it there. I'm gonna put it over here. That is fine. We can do that. So we'll put it here, and then we can get ourselves all set up with what we need, and then we'll go ahead and delete this here, and then we can upgrade our assembly machines. Oh, we need more assembly machines. Come on down. Oh yeah. Boom. Come on down. Where did I put these? There we go. Boom. Alright, good to go. Good to go. Good to go and good to know. And we're going to come back up and finish building this out. And I'm getting closer to bots. So that will be a good thing. Let's see here. Let's upgrade. Let's do an upgrade to these, since we are using red belts and stuff. So it would only make sense to do that, just to make things easier for us, so that we can use that Q button to do this fast. Oops, not too fast, because then you mess up. Alright, let's see. Boom. Go there. We'll add these. Oh, yeah. Add that. I don't like looking at all these power poles, especially since we've upgraded since we laid this stuff down. So let's go ahead and remove our power poles from here. And then we can set ourselves up. Now I can see. I can see clearly now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get all of this going as quickly as we can, just to get her all set up. And then, oops, we can add this stuff. Boom, boom. Yep. And then, it still says we are building red science here. That is not the case. I think maybe we're going to need to add another line coming in, because I do believe blue science is going to require us to do that based on the amount of inputs that we need. So, yes. So there is that. For this we need, oh, look at that, sulfur. Imagine that. red chips, and engines. Yes, that is what we need. What is going on here? Why is that was weird. I think I copied and pasted the recipe to the inserter, which will only input those, but we don't necessarily need that. Alright, so we'll go there. Since we can only hold 2 things on a line, we're going to need another line coming in from this way. And usually on the single lines, I like to, if it's just belt's going to carry like one item, I like to do the item that's going to be that has most, that's going to be used most in these things. Oops, let's bam, get that taken care of. Oops. And then yep. So we'll take a look at the recipe here real quick and we'll figure out what's going to go where. Let's just get rid of all these blinkies because they are annoying. Yes. Sweet. And one more time. All right, cool. Let's see here. So for this, might be easier to look here. We have 1 sulfur, 2 engine units, and then 3 advanced circuits. That is a lot of advanced circuits. So advanced circuits I'm going to put on these outside belts, which are going to have just 1 item on them. And then on my in belt on the inside, I am going to have, I'm going to split that between my engine units and my sulfur. So, let's see here. We did do some sulfur production here. I usually like to leave at least 2 space there so that when I need to, I can run a line on the backside here. So that is what we are going to do. Come on. Get rid of that. And we can go there. And that'll put it on one side. And then we'll have engine units coming in this way. And then, let's see here. Red circuits. We actually should reverse this belt. Yes. Cool. And cool. And we can just run a splitter from here. Yes. So let's do that. So let's need a splitter. Yes. Boom. Cool. And let's see here. We are going to want to split this and run a line up to here. And of course, this is not going to give us the best throughput. Let's see, can I might not be able to. Let's see here. Yeah, let's, because we are all spaghettified. Such a strange base, this one. Such a strange base, this one. Alright. So, we got that. What is... Oh, of course. Boom. Done. Oh, yeah. Still got it. I thought I... Alright. Are we good? No more red up here? Alright, cool. And then, of course, we got some blinkies right here. Catching the corner of my eye. And then this... Oh, no! Ooh, get rid of that. Definitely don't want that. Alright. We're going to bring this on over because this is going to be our blue sights. And we can squirrel this on through. Let's see, and we are just going to boom. And then let's move this stuff into a more appropriate location. And we need to add some long-armed inserters. La da 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 da. Yes, yes. And then, oops, let's keep it red. Yeah, there we go. And then we can add our power back in. Sweet. And to be honest with you, I think we are going to maybe just run this out to here, and then let's see, we can do one of these where, well, let's see here, probably the bottom would make more sense to do it like that. Sweet. Because the next one that we're going to do is not blue, it's going to be something else. But yeah, let's get started on this. So we have 2 ingredients coming in already. The next thing we need are our whatchamacallits, our engine units. And so for engine units, we are going to need steel, gears, and pipes. So let's get that going. Usually I don't like pulling all this stuff off of the mall, and I will create something that has a better thing for us. We can do that, but yeah, let's do that, because science is kind of its own thing. Really, the red chips here, we should probably do a separate one for our science needs. We can add that in later at some point, but let's just go ahead and do this one like this. We are starting to fill up now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's stop talking and build. All right. Well, don't stop talking. Then it'll be over. Alright, so let's see here. 4 engine units. What did we say we needed? We needed steel, gears, and pipes. So steel, gears, and pipes. So let's do... we can steal this design again. And we can... let's see here. Steel, oops, gears, and pipes. And yep, we can get that all taken care of. Let's erase all this stuff here. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna delete this here, because we have stuff on our belts, or on our whatchamadoohickeys that we're going to use. But whatchamadoohickeys. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Yes. Sweet. And then we can add this stuff. And then we can add this stuff. And then can add, let's see, this will be fine. Yep. And then this will be fine. Sweet. And then we can, I think this needs to go over 1. We should probably put 1 there. And then, let's see, we'll change this to gears. Because, let's say, steel, gears, and pipes. So let's do, we could do one side gears, one side pipes. We could do that. Let's do that, because gears and pipes, they both run off of a whatchamadoohickey. So we'll do gears here. They both run off of yep. And then here we can do pipes. Where is the pipage? Which is here. Yes. Sweet. And so we'll do pipes this way. And we can do gears this way. Sweet. And then let's get this stuff going. Boom. Badoom. Move that. Yes. Yep. Get all of this stuff done. And we... Oh. Oops. Oh my gosh. Place your power poles last. Don't do what I did. It will make things a lot easier if you don't listen to me. Because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Alright. So we'll go this way. Yep. Let's run our power so that we don't have any more blinkies. Boom. Get rid of all that crap. Let's see here. Our output is going to be this line here. Yeah, so here. Yeah. And that is going to input onto another thing for this. And that one takes 3. So, yeah, what we will do is we will add a line here. So, yes, there we go. Oops. Yep. And then, copy this and just move this up here like this and build this out. Boom. Badoom, badoom, badoom. Alright, let's see. Whoa. We'll just run this across here like this. Oops. You know, we can always expand on this if we feel like we're going to need more. I am out of that stuff there. That is not a problem. Let's see. We're going to take this one across. Oh, my goodness. Oh, am I out? Oh, man. All right. So I need more belts, and I need more... excuse me. More belts. More belts. What else do we need? Let's see here. X. I like putting that. So more belts. Definitely need more beltage. And more assembly machines. So come down this way. And we will pick up some of those. And then we'll come over here and we can pick up some of our number 2s. And then we're going to come all the way back up. Yeah. Maybe we should get working on our concrete just so that we can walk a little bit faster. Let's see. Where am I? All the way up here. Not a problem. Let's do it. There. And then we'll have this one. This will be our input. Or, I'm sorry, that'll be our output. And change this to... Boom. That. Sweet. And then... Boom. Awesome. Let's see. Sweet. And then we can add in all of our doohickeys here. And by doohickeys, I mean inserters. And that's going to insert all of these bad boys. Yes. Boom. So, let's see here. Almost done with this. Almost. Almost. Boom. Boom. Let's get this powered up. Yep. Sweet. And then we're gonna need to do the inserter dues here so that we can get more product in this way and get that all powered up. Yes. And then we will also need to do that again over here. So let's see. Yep, other way. Oops. Let's see. And these going in here for our steel. And then get that powered up. Sweet. And let's see. Let's see. First things first. Okay, so that is out. This line is in. And for this, we only need our whatchamadoohickeys here. Or whatchamacallits. And years. Boom. Let's see. Up this way. And that should get us going on that. Let's see. And that is going to be coming up this way. And let's see. Yep. In is over here. Let's see. Engine units are down this way. Connect into here. And we need steel. So let's get us some steel going up here. And there we go. Add that there. And where is our steel line? We will keep on piping in the steel. Where did all of our steel go? Yeah, so I guess steel just dropped off, so we will just add it from here, I guess. Steel is one of those things that is the majority of your building is going to be with steel once you discover it. So I would definitely make sure you are good on steel. Let's see, I'm going to add this here, like that. And we can split off of here, like that, just to make some space. Yep, right there. And boom, bring this up. And let's see, go like that. And we can go like that. Don't want that. But we can do that. And then come up this way. Bam. And just like that, we will get steel on there, and that should start producing that, which will in turn get us going on our blue science. Yes. I'm going to change this out just because I can. But yeah. So this stuff is awfully slow to build. Let's see here. This is doing 0.07 per second. You know, and like I said, once it's been built, like, you're good to go. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes I put buffer chests on items like this that are very slow. But yeah, so that is where we are at. You can see our science is starting to go. Yeah, sweet. That is awesome. Getting this stuff done. And let's maybe add some productivity modules, because why not? Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Definitely not. That was not a good move. There we go. Although some would argue that wasn't a very good move either. Let's see. Coming down, we came down this way, getting put on one side of the belt, and then we're going to start feeding this into here, and that is just enough to get us started. We are still good on power, so with that being said, yeah, blue science is pretty much up and running. Yep, we're going to start getting all this stuff filled up here soon. Yay. Yay. That is awesome. Blue science is on the way. And blue science, yeah, that stuff kind of sucks to make, to be honest with you. It uses a lot of resources. Like, right now we are hurting on our... Oh my goodness, I need to get out of this and go this way. Let's see here. Let's see if we can inject another line of this stuff. You know what we're going to do? We are going to bring a train with all of this stuff because we can. And we're just going to bring a line over directly into here, and then we don't have to worry about all of that. So let's build another depot here. We'll add iron plates into our depot. That sounds like a good idea to me. So we can come here, we'll grab our little top doohickey here. Make sure we're not ruining anything here as far as space goes. We can go there. And then let's build this bad boy out. Whoa, whoa, what's going on here? Let's go this way. Yes, there we go. Oh my goodness. Sweet and sweet. And then we can get this stuff all done. Are we out? We are, so let's maybe not build this all the way across. We will need to go grab more of these for sure. Yes, in the meantime, I'm just going to use yellow since we have them. Then we can throw these down. And this is not the most efficient setup for this stuff here. We're out of boxes too. Oh my goodness. Can I make boxes? Because I don't just want to go all the way down there for that. Let's see here. We'll add this. We'll add that. We can run our line up here once we get that going here. We can maybe just copy and paste this. Yes. Do that. Go here and ooh, yeah, we can go that. We can do that. Although let's not do that. Let's move it over so it's in line with what we want to do. Boom. We'll add that up there. And we can add these in and run our power line here. And yeah, so if you want to lay a ghost down, like I can't reach, right? But if you do shift and you do that, shift and left click, it adds a ghost for you. So you can do that. That's not a problem. Let's see here. Did I make enough to cover this? I don't. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Wouldn't you like to know? And then for this, I'm just going to take and I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go, oops. I'm going to move that over there. And delete this. And then H flips it. And of course we can't do that because nothing is aligned with this stuff. We'll have to fix this. That's fine. It's no problem. We can do that. Oops. And that's because we had that uneven amount there. Yeah. That is okay. No worries. We will get it done. No worries. And oops. Yep. Do that. Come across here like this. And then do that. Ooh. Yeah. And then like that. And again like this. So then we got 4 going this way. We can add a balancer, which we should probably do. I like to add the 4x4 balancer just to get us going right out the gate. So we can, let's add it right over here. And then that will get us all balanced and everything will be looking nice and pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Science. Boom. Oops. Ooh. Boom. So we'll do that. We can extend this up a little further, and then we can run our lines this way. Oops. Yes, sir. And you don't even have to do it like that close, but that's what we're doing. Alright, and then we will need to connect this portion up to our main railway network because right now it is not connected, and that is fine, not a problem. Let's change this to our next, let's see here, we've already got drop off 1, this is just going to be drop off 2. Boom, done. Then we can come up this way. We want to make sure that we connect our rail networks. So let's see here. Let's take a look at what we got. We've got this one's coming up. We'll need to maybe build another, or we can just kind of come around this way. We could do that. Connect this side over here. Boom. We could do that. That would seem to work. So yeah, let's do that. Let's come over here. We are gonna need to do this, and then we can throw this one out, you know, like here, like this, and then this one. Let's we'll have to walk this one out while we do it. I don't think we're gonna have time to to connect all this stuff up right this second in this episode, but we will definitely get that going in the next episode. That will be our plans, is to extend our rail network that way. And then we can come over this way and we'll just bring this line over here because we're gonna need it. And then we can just connect that right up in here because we need it at the moment. Once we do that, we'll have a little bit better throughput onto that stuff and we'll be good to go. So, but I think for now, let's just leave it here for today. I think we've, now we got Blue Science up and running, and we can start next episode. We will start researching all the things that we can do with Blue Science and building all that out. So, all right. Anyways, thanks again for liking and subscribing and leaving some comments down below for me. Yeah, you guys have an excellent day.